Welcome to the Community First Month in Review for July 2021, as we give you a look at some of the things that have kept us busy here at the Washington County Sheriff's Office. This is episode 3 of our new series, and our goal is to give you a look at the things you may or may not have heard about as the Sheriff's Office strives to best serve the community in a multitude of ways. July 2nd, 7 a.m., the Sheriff's Office received information about a fugitive possibly staying at a residence off Catherine Street in the village of Fort Anne. Deputies, along with members of the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force, responded to the location and arrested Lori L. Bartlett, age 51, of Chipley, Florida, and charged her with being a fugitive from justice. Bartlett was wanted by authorities in Bay County, Florida, for violating the terms of her probation in connection with a felony offense of homicide. She was arraigned and held without bail. Also on July 2nd, 7:30 a.m., deputies stopped a vehicle on Route 149 in the town of Fort Anne that had been driving erratically. Inside the vehicle were Christopher Rivers of Astoria, New York, and Caitlin Nelson of Richmond, Vermont. During the stop, it was discovered that the two were in possession of a loaded handgun that was stolen from the state of Vermont, as well as crack cocaine and heroin. Nelson also provided a false name and later signed that false name while being processed, which earned herself additional charges of forgery and criminal impersonation. Both were arraigned and held for lack of bail. July 3rd, 10:04 a.m. Deputies responded to Coon Lane in the town of Salem for a report of a domestic dispute involving a firearm. During the investigation, it was determined that Scott D. Johnson, age 59, menaced a person he is familiar with by displaying a shotgun and firing a round during an argument. He was arraigned and later released to appear in court on a later date. July 16th, 4:25 p.m. Deputies responded to a domestic violence call with a report of shots fired on Main Street in the village of Argyle. Upon arriving, deputies were advised that Raymond K. Bates, age 48, had fired at least 2 shots from a firearm towards a female victim he is familiar with as she tried to leave during a dispute. The woman was not injured, and Bates retreated back inside his residence prior to the arrival of patrols. Deputies, along with the state police, began to secure the immediate area. A sheriff's office negotiator was able to establish phone contact with Bates, and after a time he agreed to walk out and meet with deputies, where he was taken into custody without further incident. A firearm was secured from inside the residence, and the scene was later cleared. A portion of Main Street in Argyle was closed for a time while deputies attempted to make contact with Bates. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon, criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, and menacing. Bates was arraigned and later sent to the Washington County Jail for lack of bail. Also in July, we were honored to be invited to a celebration of a substantial milestone from a medical challenge for a 12-year-old boy named Lucas. Deputy Cannell and his partner, along with the Hudson Falls Police Department, stopped by to pay a visit and show our support. We also got to show off our patrol vehicles and introduce K9 Tusco. We were struck by Lucas's bravery, toughness, and inspiration. We wish him and his family all the best in the future. As we briefly mentioned in our last episode, 2 new rookies have begun their quest to become certified deputies. K9 Maggie is a 4-month-old German Shepherd and has started riding and learning from K9 Tusco and his handler, Deputy Dale Cannell. K9 Jameson is just over 4 months and has been shadowing K9 Brucia and her handler, Deputy Travis Earl. Both dogs have started basic training, which starts out as general obedience and introduction to new sounds and environments, as each dog is evaluated for how they will best serve the Sheriff's Office. We will continue to follow and report their progress as they try to earn their spot into the official K9 training program. Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms and tune in next time as we continue the series. Until then, I'm Lieutenant Lemery, and that was our Month in Review.